You're not depressed, you're not lost, you're just addicted to nostalgia. Every time you scroll reels with old cartoon clips, school memories, 2012 was the best year, 2016 was the best summer ever. Literally. This has been becoming a trend, and you can see a lot of edits or videos about this online in your reels section, this and that on Instagram. Probably, promoting nostalgia, saying that childhood was the best ever. You feel something, you feel warm, you feel safe, but slowly it's killing your present. Why are people in their teens and 20s or even early 30s talking like they're 70? They're saying like, "Oh my god, I miss my childhood." They're saying things that a 70-year-old or 60 years old, whatever, an old guy who is near retirement or is in retirement would say. Every reel you scroll through, every content you consume about nostalgia, saying that 2013 was the best year, 16, 17. Of course, they were great. I'm not saying they're good or bad. It's about the way you perceive them. Like you think about them in a wrong way, and it's killing your present. It's killing your happiness. I'm not saying that childhood was not great or you shouldn't feel like that. I understand that you're a human being. You're treating nostalgia, you're treating your childhood in a way that it's like the best. And you treat your current self, like the current phase of your life, as it is like the worst, and you will never be able to experience fun. And you just treat your life in a way that childhood was the best. And I will be honest, childhood was really great. You have no responsibilities, everything was fun, you don't give a shit about your hair, you can do whatever you want. But the thing is, it was just a phase. It was a great and enjoyable period of life, but that does not mean the period after that is not enjoyable at all. We are human beings and we experience different phases of life, and you have to go through with the flow. Childhood, you couldn't just frame childhood as the best period of your life. No, you cannot do that. That's the wrong way to think about life or childhood. Life is basically different phases. It's not just childhood that should be fun. Of course, there are going to be hardships and suffering throughout our life, but we have to bear with it and should work towards making our life better. Life was better back then. I understand that shit. You have this feeling, like tight feeling in your chest. I know that. Here's what I noticed. It wasn't just childhood that I was missing. I was missing a life with a responsibility, and most of you guys do as well. Nostalgia can be anything. You may be in your high school and you probably think about times when you were a kid. You may be working in a job, thinking about the days when you were in college. Whatever it is, you're literally thinking about the days where life was much easier than you are right now. There are two types of nostalgia. The type one is basically the real lost, where you lost someone, you lost a face you truly valued. You really miss the time when they were with you. And that's completely human. That is normal. The nostalgia I'm talking about is basically the comfort addiction everyone is obsessed with nowadays. You miss being, unaccountable. No pressure, no expectation, just existing. Alright, most young guys nowadays are stuck in the second one. And I have been there as well. If you're in your teens, 30s, early 20s, whatever, if you're already romanticizing about the past, you're quitting before the real game even starts. This is basically just your mind telling you that the past was just enjoyable because you don't know how to enjoy right now. Stop thinking that childhood was the best. It was great. It was one of the great events or parts of life. Maybe childhood or whatever you're romanticizing, the past that you're romanticizing about, it may be great, but it isn't the greatest. I don't basically think there is going to be any greatest phase ever. Every phase of your life is meant to be meaningful and fun. And it is your responsibility to basically make every phase delightful. Understand that you're not supposed to go backward, but actually try to improve your life at the present moment and be able to live it. Because if you constantly think that your childhood is never going to return, and your life is doomed, the best days of your life is just ended, you'll never be able to enjoy your life and make it better. So what I would advise is literally just stop be obsessing about the past. Wait a minute. Alright, so what I would advise is literally just stop being obsessed about the past and work on it. You're supposed to level up. 10 years from now, you'll be nostalgic about today. What are you doing with it? 10 years from now, you'll be thinking about today and you'll feel nostalgic, and you'll also say, oh, life was much better back then. So basically, it's just a trap and you need to get out of it. You need to Stop thinking that the past is better. Stop obsessing about it, alright? Every phase of your life is supposed to be best. It may be suffering, but it's teaching you something, and every phase of your life is enjoyable, and you need to understand that. Because think about it seriously. Back in the days in the past, you also had so many problems that you probably forgot about right now. You only think about the good things about the past. Because back in the past, when you were a kid, when you were younger, you also had problems of those days. And you think like, oh, I wish the future just comes faster, or I wish I could grow faster. It's just a mental trap. It's just an illusion. So I want you to stop that kind of thinking. Gotta get away from the thought and just live in the present moment and try to make this life better. Because the more you will be in the present, the more you'll be able to enjoy your life. Stop rereading the past chapter. Stop rereading the chapter one. You don't need to escape your present. You need to earn it. Alright. Make this phase unforgettable. Work hard and just appreciate the things that you have right now. Right? Try to make your life better. The reason why I'm making this video is probably because I myself have been a victim of this, and I've seen like a lot of people are like making this nostalgic reels of like how life was much better back then, and people are like obsessing over it, and because of this thing they are not like able to like really enjoy the present. And I just want to like make it clear that it's just your trap, and you just need to leave that kind of thinking and just focus on the present. All right. Because that kind of thinking is probably when you're very old. Right now, you should just work hard and try to make your life better. Because you still have a very long way to go and you have a future. I hope this video is helpful to you in some way. If you have any thoughts, please let me know in the comments. Till then, stay disciplined.